Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. In the last episode, we had our name and body stolen by the monster from Creepy Steeple. We teamed up with Vivian to try and help us get it back. So we've come to Creepy Steeple to find this one soul who knows the creature's name. The only way to break its spell is locked deep in Creepy Steeple. Let's head down the well. Oh, I forgot all these things are still here. Oh, bollocks. Buzzy beetles are immune to fire. This is going to be interesting. I think they're immune to fire when they're shelled, but I think when they're flipped, they're still vulnerable to it. Let's hope. Yes, they are. Excellent. Well, we might be able to dodge these if we use Vivian wisely. Nope. Had to leg it from the battle. Oh, let's go over here where they can't get us. If you're standing on this bit, they just don't see you, apparently. So, this is the secret entrance to Creepy Steeple that can only be accessed using Vivian's power. Observe. As we saw 2 episodes ago, if you push this thing up, it'll slide back down towards you. But, let it slide back down towards you, and press X to hide underground in the Shadow Realm, and it'll slide past, allowing us access to the secret entrance to Creepy Steeple. So, this gets us a free shine sprite, which is nice. And a save point, which we're not going to use, and a kind of like a tube secret entrance thing. We can then hop through here. Oh, there we go. Hop through there. Hop through there, over to the right. Will get us. There we go, a star piece. And you might recognise where we are now. That's the box that contained 200 boos a couple of episodes ago. If we hop through here again, we get to a secret room, which has all sorts of exciting stuff in it. It's got a power plus, which boosts Mario's jump and hammer attacks by 1. Really handy, but really expensive. I believe it costs 6. Yeah, so that's basically 2 level ups. You need to put soul into badge points just for that. Might use it later on, don't know. We also get a Mr. Softener, which is handy. And then there are 2 special chests over there. But first, there's a bird here.
Good morning, good morning.
Remember last episode where we used Vivian's ability to hide and listen to birds? Let's listen to what this guy's got to say.
Scrog? What happened to those weirdos who were just here? Oh, whatever. It was almost nice to have some company. I mean, no matter how important it is that no one knows his real name. Locking me up in here just because I know it. And making me guard the name's stupid missing letter. No way to treat a parrot. I really want a cracker. Dupless, you're a big meanie. When's feeding time, huh? Pretty bad.
There we go. Dupless. A name that'll break the curse. So open these boxes and we get from this one the steeple key, which lets us out this room, and weirdly enough, the letter P. A letter needed to get Mario's name and body back. If you cast your mind back to last episode when we fought twice the kind of what we now know as Dupless, we had to guess his name twice. We heard that. We heard you, little birdie. Dupless, that's his name. Now, let's get your name and body back from that meanie. And we'll teach him a lesson or 2 while we're at it. So, yeah. When you're typing the name in, the lowercase p is missing from the grid. And I guess it's to stop you from just, if you played the game before and you just know his name is Dupless, to force you to go and get it anyway. It feels so clunky, though, and missing the letter P. And yeah, I got really confused with this when I was younger, so like I didn't know to listen to the bird, but I came here and got the letter P, and then like I went back to him. Oh, by the way, backtracking the Twilight Trail is now up to 2, and it's meant to be 3. But yeah, I was like, I got the letter P, so I was like, oh, that must be it. His name's just P. So I just called him P, and I was so confused. And of course, basically, if you want another chance at guessing his name, oh fuck, you've got to go back do the Twilight Trail again and meet him outside Twilight Town, so you end up backtracking this trail so many times. Even if you know what you're doing, you do it 4 times. But yes, let's continue back to Twilight Town. Oh, it seems we've actually leveled up from a battle. I was planning to stay off camera for this whole thing, but yes. We'll go... Ooh, I'm going to do a bit of an interesting switchy thing. We'd go for badge points in a surprising turn of events, but I'm actually going to do a move which won't appear to make a difference, because I'm going to unequip... Got 3 badge points, so I'm going to unequip the damage dodge, which decreases damage by 1 with the guard action command, and I'm going to equip the defend plus, which just increases defense by 1 generally. So that basically, so before we had to make sure we got the action command right for the +1 defense to kick in. Now it'll always be there. Hopefully next time I level up I can put the power defend plus the damage dodge back on as well, and we'll kind of have both of them together, but it's probably handier to have the kind of non-conditional one as well. Anyway. Hey, what's up, Slick? Been waiting for you. Hey Slick, time to cancel your magazine subscriptions because you're getting erased. But first, please amuse me with one more guess. It really gives me joy to watch you squirm in futility as you try and guess my name. So, hit me one more time. Oh, but we got one final fucking trick up our sleeves. Important thing here, you have to spell it with lowercase properly. Hence, using a capital P because your lowercase letter P is missing does not work on it. And Duplis is also spelled with a double S. Let's go. Your name, motherfucker, is Duplis. What? What did you say? It can't be. No, 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 whoa. I'm feeling faint. Now it's our turn. Let's get your name and body back. Where would he go to hide? Where do you fucking think? Just done 3? Now, let's do the Twilight Trail again. But this time, I'm actually not going to cut it, because this time, I want to have a bit of a talk about the origins behind Duplis and stuff like that, because it's really interesting. So, first things first, the idea of if nothing knows your name, you can do unstoppable magic. That's based in old Norse mythology. There's a Norse phrase for it which translates as a named thing as a tamed thing. But essentially, the moral of the story was all, if you know what you're facing, it's so much easier to face, like the whole better the devil you know thing. But it comes from when... Is it Frigg? Or is it? Basically, the god Tyr, his mother, there was a prophecy that he would die, and so his mother went around naming all objects in the world, because if they're all named, then none of them would have any power left and nothing would be able to kill him. But I believe Loki killed him with some kind of poisoned rose or something anyway. But, yeah, so it's kind of like the idea that magic is unstoppable if your name is hidden is based in Norse mythology. But then Duplis himself. Now, he's a really interesting one. He's clearly based in a lot of traditional fairy tale stuff. Specifically, there's a nice giveaway, which is if you look at the German translation of his name, Duplis' name in German, his true name that you guess, is Rumpel, which comes from a Germanic folktale, the tale of Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin even, which I can't remember the exact how it works. But it's basically, the very loose structure of it is a little imp produces gold. Basically, a princess says she has the ability to like spin cloth into gold or something like that, and there's this kind of like imp creature who's actually doing it for her, and basically she bluffs and tells people, oh, look at this, I'm turning stuff into gold, when actually he's producing gold for her. But basically, if he asks her to produce gold for him, she asks the imp to produce gold for her 3 times. The first time he asks for like her wedding ring, second time he asks her for someone else, and then the third time he asks for her baby. And she's like, no, I ain't giving you my baby. So he gets all mad and takes the baby and says, I'll give the baby back to you if you can guess my name. You get 3 goes, go. And she guesses twice, unsuccessfully, and fails, and then the story differs in different versions, but essentially all versions have this in common. The princess goes into the woods, not entirely unlike where Creepy Steeple is, and finds the creature kind of like, how she finds out the name, sometimes it's a wise woman who tells her something like that, sometimes it's the creature itself is dancing and celebrating and saying kind of its own name in kind of taunt, like, she'll never guess that I'm called Rumpelstiltskin, and she knows it from there, and she goes back and names it, and therefore defeats the creature, and it's all kind of well and good. But he's very much based on that, to the point which, even, so if you do everything right, which we did, so you go back to Twilight Town, get Vivian, come back here, get the creature's name, and then you name him. If you do that right, you get 3 guesses at his name, because we called him Too Spooky the first time, we called him Prick the second time, and we got it correctly on the 3rd time. And that whole rule of 3 thing is very classic fairy tale, so I love the storytelling in this chapter for that reason alone. Hey, you again, Slick. You're pretty stubborn to follow me all the way here. Fine, I see, I get it. Let's just put an end to this, shall we? Alright kids, put on your fighting gloves. Woohoo, it's a me! Sure thing, Mario. We're right here with you.
Oh, this creep couldn't take us on his own, so he teamed up with a Shadow Siren.
Well, we certainly won't be letting him do anything to our little Mario. You're gonna taste the pain Gonzalez style, Shadow Guy.
Very good, my loyal ones. How dare this nameless nobody challenge the great Mario?
Mario? The guy who stole your name and body is Mario. That means you're Mario?
Yeah, actually...
I can't believe it. All this time I was helping you, Mario. I feel like an idiot.
What's going on here, huh? Fight with your girlfriends? Well, don't expect any sympathy from us, ghoulies.
Once more, we get the tremendous music here.
See? Your friends ditch you because you don't have the charisma of me, Super Mario!
You fucker. So, he fights very similarly to all the times we fought him, as he fights exactly as us, but the big difference here is he has our partners, and he brings them all out in order. It's a bit of a shame, because it means you never really see Flurry or Edgar, because... Oh, he can absolutely damage us now, by the way, because his magic's been broken. But we can also damage him, which is nice. So, your partners attack the same way they would if they were on your side. And yeah, it's a shame he never switches them out, so you only get to the next one if you kill them, so often you don't see beyond Goombella. I'll show it off anyway, just to see, because they fight exactly the same as when they're on your side. And block there. So weird supercutting against Goombella. How many times have I used Head Bonk? I'm sorry, sis. This Mario is the only person who's ever been kind to me. Mario, I'm fighting by your side from now on. I've made my choice, and I'm not turning back. Ah, so we've got Vivian back on our side. Excellent, let's celebrate with a power lift. Yeah, I just went silent for a moment there, just to again let you listen to the music, because I would go as far as to say this is my favourite music in the game. It's just, it is this game in its epitome. Like it's really catchy. It's really good music. Like it kind of gets the feeling quite well. It's kind of slightly creepy, but also is kind of jokey, because that's the kind of character Dupless is. Like he's not a serious villain, but he's fucks with you in weird ways. Mario, don't let your guard down, okay? And yet, oh, that was I'm too well defended. I just really like this bit as well. Oh, it's so oh, excellent, superpower. I've used this on Goombella as well, so I'm gonna kick the living shit out of her. I don't feel good about this. Technically, the fight will end if you just defeat Dupless, and he is a relatively straightforward boss. But I want to beat my own partners because it's interesting to see. Mario, I totally failed you. So she dies. Ugh. And they don't realise he's not particularly caring. Now we're still powered up. Let's hit Dupless for a good 10 damage or something. 5. Yeah, 5, 10. Potato, potato. Now he swaps out for Koops. Ugh. How dare you do this to the great Super Mario? How dare you! And there we go. I think my defense must still be high. Oh, Koops is usually shell tossing us. Nah, defense is still high. Higher than yours, Koops, you fucker. Much like if we were using Koops ourselves, if we use a jumping attack on Koops, first hit flips him. And we flip him onto his back. I don't feel good about this. But it is I really like that it does throw you your partners in that way. It's just a shame Dupless isn't stronger, or that he doesn't swap out partners, because you see Goombella and basically, I've almost had it. Super Mario 13. Like, my only real issue with the boss fight is that Dupless is easy and you don't have to focus on the partners, because otherwise I thought it'd be genuinely be really interesting if the game just made you fight your old partners, like all of them. But in reality, you never really have to touch them that much. I guess it's because they want to give you the option of not beating up your partners. No! Why? How?
Oh, Mario!
Oh, we don't have to keep fighting Koops on our own, that's good.
Huh?
Yes! You killjoys! What? He ran away? I mean, wait, what the heck is going on here? That wasn't the real Mario?
Did we get shell-winged?
How could I ever mistake my dear Mario for another? Oh, silly Flurry. So who's this girl, huh? Isn't she one of the Shadow Sirens you guys mentioned? Why would Gonzalez pair up with one of those creeps? Well,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mario, thanks for sticking up for me. Well, thanks to her, I guess you came through this okay. No sweat, right? Listen, Mario, sorry about earlier. I'd be happy to travel with you if you'll have me. Vivian has really joined your party now. This is for you. You got a crystal star! Your star power is now 5, and Mario learned the special move Art Attack. We didn't get that last time, so this is how we know it's real. End of Chapter 4! Mario defeated the rogue who had stolen his name and appearance. Now Mario has 4 crystal stars, that leaves a mere 3 more to find. And that means his quest to collect all the crystal stars is more than half over. Now Mario heads off towards his next adventure with his new friend Vivian. But what about Beldam and Marilyn? And what became of the doppelganger, Dupless?
Vivian is so very late. Where's that scatterbrain been all this time?
Gah.